Hello students, we are doing the 9th class, chapter 6. From 6.2 exercise, we already have done till the question number 4. Now we are going to start with the question number 5. Question number 5. First of all, I draw the figure of the question number 5. This angle is given 50 degree. This angle is y. This angle is x. This angle is 127. Now question is that if AB is parallel to CD, it means the AB line and CD line are given parallel. So given AB line parallel to CD. Next thing, this angle is 50, let it be angle number 1. It means the angle 1 equals to 50 degree. Let it be angle number 2. Let this be angle number 2. So angle number 2 equals to 127 degree. Angle number 2 equals to 127 degree. You have to find x and y. To find x and you have to find the angle x and y. Now start solution. First of all, you can easily see that the AB and CD are two parallel lines, and PQ is a transversal. Therefore, the angle 1 and angle x both are the alternate interior angles. If AB and CD line is parallel, then angle 1 and angle x both are the alternate interior angles. It means both are equal. So I can write here AB is parallel to CD, and this line is PQ, and PQ is transversal. So angle 1 equals to angle x equals to angle 1 50 degree equals to 50 degree. Reason alternate interior angles. Reason is alternate interior angles. Okay students, now we have already find the angle x. Now we have to find angle y. Now you can easily see that if we take the we take this diagram only, CD line and a triangle P, only this diagram. From this diagram I fetch this diagram only. Now this angle is given y, this angle is x, and this angle is given 127 degree. 127 degree. Everyone know that there is an exterior angle property of a triangle, that the exterior angle is always equal to the sum of the opposite two interior angles. That the exterior angle is equal to the sum of the two opposite interior angles. It means I can say that this is angle 2. So angle 2 equals to the angle y plus x. Now, first of all, write which triangle we are using. In triangle PCD. In triangle PCD, angle 2 equals to angle x plus angle y. Reason exterior angle property. Using exterior angle property, it means the angle 2. What is the angle 2? That is 127 degree. Angle x we have already find, that is 50 degree plus angle y. So angle y equals to 127 degree minus 50 degree. So angle y. So angle y equals to 77 degree. Clear? You have to find the angle x and y. So x is equal to 50 degree and y equals to 77 degree. Clear? Now come to the next question. Question number 6. Clear? Question number 6. In this PQ and RS, PQ and RS, PQ and RS are the two mirrors. PQ and RS are the two mirrors. AB is an incident ray to the mirror PQ. AB is an incident ray to the mirror PQ, and it reflects towards the mirror RS, and it reflects towards the mirror RS, which meets the RS mirror at point C, and again it reflects towards the PQ mirror, and again it reflects after strike, again it reflects towards the PQ mirror to point D. Clear? This is given in the question. Now what we have to prove? We have to prove that AB line is parallel to CD line. But you have to prove. Okay, first of all, what is given? What is given? It is given that the two mirrors are parallel to each other. It means it is given that the PQ is parallel to RS. Two mirrors are parallel to each other. Now what you have to prove? To prove that AB line parallel to CD line. AB line parallel to CD line. How can you prove that the AB line is parallel to CD line? Only three methods are there. Either using the converse of alternate interior angle, either using the converse of corresponding angle, either using the converse of the co-interior, converse of alternate, converse of co-interior, converse of corresponding. There are three methods. Okay, you can prove either of them to prove this. Now, for proof we have to draw a construction. Everyone know that in science you have already read that always there is a normal to a mirror. There is a line normal to a mirror. Suppose that this is a normal, this is point M, BM line normal to the mirror, and CN line which is normal to the mirror RS. Every normal line is perpendicular to the mirror. Every normal line is perpendicular to the mirror. Everyone know that. Every normal line is perpendicular to the mirror. And there is a one theorem, students, whenever perpendiculars are drawn to the parallel lines, or you can say that on the parallel lines, whenever perpendicular are drawn on the parallel lines, then perpendiculars are also parallel to each other. It means suppose you have two parallel lines. From here you draw perpendicular, from here you draw perpendicular, from here you draw perpendicular, from here you draw perpendicular. Each and every perpendicular you can draw. How many perpendicular? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the 6 perpendiculars are parallel to each other. If two lines are parallel, then all the perpendicular drawn in between these two parallel lines, all the perpendiculars are parallel to each other. This is a theorem. Okay. Now, construction. Construction we have drawn. BN and CN normal to mirror PQ and RS respectively. Now proof. Now student, first of all, let it be angle A, let it be angle B, let it be angle X, let it be angle Y. Now first of all, angle A is equal to angle B and angle X is equal to angle Y. Reason: because the angle of incident, in science you already read this theory, that the angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. It means the angle I is equals to angle R. In science you already know this wording. If ray reflects from one mirror, when you draw a normal line to the mirror, then angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Similarly, BC line works as an incident ray for this mirror RS. BC line again works as an incident ray for this mirror, and DC line works as a reflected. Therefore, incident ray is equal to the reflected ray. So I can say that the A angle equals to B and X angle equals to Y. X angle equals to Y. Now, X angle equals to Y. Now, second thing, BN parallel to CN. Reason is this. Whenever perpendicular are drawn on the parallel lines, then perpendiculars are parallel. Perpendicular drawn on parallel lines are parallel to each other. So both the lines are parallel to each other. If this line and this line are parallel to each other, now you can easily see that if BN and CN, if BN and CN are parallel to each other, if BN and CN, if BN and CN are parallel to each other, and BN works as a transversal, and BN works as a transversal, then this angle and this angle, this line is parallel to this. Both the angles are alternate to each other. It means both angles are equal to each other. Reason, alternate interior angle property. This angle is B. This angle is X. It means the angle B equals to angle X. It means the angle B equals to angle X. So, angle B equals to angle X. Reason, alternate interior angle property. Alternate interior angle property. Now, multiply 2 on both sides. Now multiply 2 on both sides. It means the B is multiplied by 2, it becomes a 2 angle B, 2 times angle X. How can you write 2 angle B? You can write it angle B plus angle B. It can be written as angle X plus angle X. Keep the angle B as it is. Keep the angle B as it is. This angle B, this angle B, this angle B, angle A and B both are equal. So convert this angle B into angle A and convert this angle X into angle Y. Into angle Y. So I keep the angle B as it is. Second angle B I can write angle A. One angle X as it is, and second angle X can be written as angle Y. The reason? Keep here equation number 1. Right here from equation 1. It represents, we have taken this, instead of B we have written angle A, instead of angle X we have written Y, because from equation 1, in equation 1 you can see that angle A is equal to B, X is equal to Y. That's why I have written instead of X, Y, and instead of B, A. Okay. Now A and B, angle A and B, angle A plus B, it comes to angle A, B, C. It comes to angle A, B, C. It comes to angle ABC. So angle ABC equals to angle X plus Y, angle X plus Y, X and Y. It comes to BCD, angle BCD, angle BCD. Okay. Now again a rough figure. PB and RS line. This is AB line, CD and AB and CD. Only a rough figure from this. Now it is given, we have proved that ABC angle and BCD, both angles are equal to each other. Both are alternate interior angles. Both are alternate interior angle. Both are equal to each other. It means by converse of alternate interior angles AB is parallel to CD. So now we can write here. So AB is parallel to CD. Reason? By converse of alternate interior angles. Clear? From here your 6.2 exercise end. 6.2 exercise end. Now we are going with the next concept. Clear, students? And student, please see this video in your laptop or computer. Clear? Sometimes mobile does not support the HD resolution. Reason is that sometimes the YouTube doesn't, the mobile, the Android phone does not support the HD resolution, but the computer always, computer or the laptop always support the HD resolution. Okay. Okay. Next. Theorem. So this theorem is in your syllabus. There are two theorems only in your syllabus. One is vertically opposite angle. We have already done, and this theorem is and the sum of angle. The sum of angle of a triangle is 180 degree. Clear? This is theorem. So first of all, write the theorem. We have already written, now given. Obviously diagram is not given, you have to make that diagram. Now what is the diagram? First of all, make a triangle. Let a triangle be ABC. It means it is given. What is given? A triangle ABC is given. Now you have to prove what you have to prove. You have to prove that angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3. You know that what is sum of angle of triangle, that is angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 equals to 180 degree. You have to prove this thing. This thing you have to prove. Instead of this you can write the statement also. Okay? Now construction. For this you have to draw construction first. Draw a line, let it be DE. Draw a line DE parallel to BC, passes through point A. Passes through point A. Let DE is a line. DE is a line parallel to BC which passes through the point A. Now let it be angle 4. There is angle 5. Clear? Now proof. You can easily see that what we have constructed, draw a line DE parallel to BC. It means the DE line is parallel to BC line. Now you can easily see that DE and BC line, DE and BC line are parallel to each other, and AB is a transversal. AB is a transversal. AB is a line, so I have extended. I can extend this line. AB is a line. AB is a line. Here is angle 4. This is angle 4. Here is angle 4. Angle 4. Here is angle 2. Angle 2. It means the angle 4 and angle 2 both are equal to each other because lines are parallel. This is transversal, and angle 4 and 2 works as an alternate interior angles. It means I can say that DE. How can I write? DE line parallel to BC and AB is transversal. So angle 4 equals to angle 2. Reason? alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. Second thing, in this diagram belongs to this statement. Now again, DE parallel to BC. DE parallel to BC. Now AC works as a transversal. In last diagram we have taken this as a transversal. Now AC works as a transversal. AC works as a transversal, and DE and BC are again parallel lines. It is given already. Now angle this angle is 5. This angle is 3. Now this line is parallel to this. It means the angle 5 is equal to angle 3. Again the same property, alternate interior angles. So how can I write DE parallel to BC, and now what is transversal? AC, and AC is a transversal line. So angle 5 equals to angle 3. So angle 5 equals to angle 3. Reason, alternate interior angles. Reason is alternate interior angles. Clear? Now we have proved that the angle 4 equals to angle 2 and angle 5 equals to angle 3. We have already proved that from this method, from these 4 lines we have proved that angle 4 equals to angle 2 and angle 5 equals to angle 3. Now on line DAE is a straight line. DAE is a straight line. If it is a straight line, then angle on a straight line is always 180 degree. It means we can say that angle 4 plus angle 1 plus angle 5 equals to 180 degree. Reason, reason, angle on a straight line. Reason is angle on a straight line. What is angle 4? Angle 4 is equal to angle 2. We have already proved here angle 4 is equal to angle 2. So instead of angle 4, I can write here angle 2. Keep the angle 1 as it is. Keep the angle 1 as it is. Instead of 5, you can write the angle 3 because both are equal. So instead of 5, I have written angle 3. So it is equals to 180. See what you have to prove. That angle 1 plus 3 plus angle 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals to 180. Now we are here. Angle 1 plus 2 plus 3 equals to 180 degree. Hence, proved. So this theorem is in your syllabus. So prepare this also. And write in your copy also. Write this theorem in your copy also. Clear? This theorem is in your syllabus. Now come to example 7. Here is 90 degree. There is angle 40 degree. There is angle 30 degree. So diagram is already given in the question. That's why I am just labeling them. That's angle Y. That's angle X. Now you have to find the angle X and Y. You have to find angle X and Y. First of all, given triangle PQR. Triangle PQR is given, and suppose this is angle 1. It means the angle 1 equals to 30 degree. This is angle 2. So angle 2 equals to 40 degree. this is angle 3, and this is a perpendicular side, and what is perpendicular? It's 90 degree. So angle 3 equals to 90 degree. You have to find what you have to find angle x and angle y. Clear? Now start the solution. So you also have to write the given and to prove. Given and to find. Answer start from here. Answer always starts from here. Given, to find, given, to prove, then solution of the proof. Okay. Now solution. First of all, you can easily see that the QTR triangle. Okay, and first of all getting the QTR triangle. Now see, I am making here QTR triangle only. That's a Q, that's a point T, that's a R. A small part of the diagram. A small part of the diagram, only QTR. What is angle QTQS? That's a 40, means angle 2. Here is angle 2, 40 degree. There is a perpendicular, there is a perpendicular. Angle 3, 90 degree. This angle is X, this angle is X. We know that the angle sum property of a triangle is 180 degree. We know that the angle sum property of a triangle is 180 degree. So after subtracting these two angles from the 180 degree, you get the angle X. So in triangle, what is QTR? QTR. In triangle, QTR, angle 2 plus angle 3 plus angle X equals to 180 degree. What is the reason? Reason is angle sum property. Angle sum property. What is angle 2? Angle 2 is 40 degree. What is angle 3? Angle 3 90 degree. Angle X as it is, that is 180 degree. X is equal to 180 minus 130, which is equals to 50 degree. Which is equals to 50 degree. Which is equals to 50 degree. Now PSR. We already have find the angle X. We have already find the angle X. X is equal to 50 degree. Now we have to find the angle Y. Now in triangle PSR. Draw it. PSR. Okay. This is again a small figure from this one. Okay, I have fetched a small figure. Only this one triangle. PSR. What is angle P? 1. That is 30 degree. What is angle X? X. We have already find X angle is 50 degree. So instead of X, put the X inside. Is 50 degree. And extend this line. Extend this line. This line is extended to Q. Let it be extended till the Q. Now this angle is Y. What is angle Y? Angle Y is the exterior angle of this triangle, so I can write angle Y equals to the sum of the two interior opposite angles. By exterior angle property of a triangle, so I can write here angle Y equals to sum of angle 1 plus angle Y equals to angle 1 plus X. Reason? Exterior angle property. Exterior angle property. What is angle Y? We have to find angle Y. What is angle 1? 30 degree. What is angle X? 50 degree. It means the angle Y equals to 80 degree. Right here angle X is equal to 50 degree. It means angle X is equal to 50 degree and angle Y equals to 80 degree. Clear? This is example number 7. Now come to example number 8. Example number 8. So example number 8 is very, very important. All the students, please listen this wording. Example number 8 is a very, very, even the example number 7 is also important, but the example number 8 is very important, and there is a one extra question related to this example. There is a one extra question related to this example. Clear? We will do this that question also, but first of all, listen the example number 8. A figure is given. and listen this question very carefully, students. Now listen. In this question, what is given? First of all, read the question parallelly. The side AB and AC of a triangle ABC. ABC is a triangle. The side AB and AC. The side AB and AC. But are produces to the point E and D. Are produces to the point E and D respectively. If the bisector OB and OC of an angle CBE. OB is a bisector of CBE. It means both the angles are equal, because OB is a bisector of CBE and OC is a bisector of BCD. It means this angle is equal to this angle. Single line is equal to the single line and double line equals to the double line angle. Clear? Now I can write here. I am going to mark them numbering 1, 2. Let it be angle 3. Keep the Z in that way. Okay, 3 and 4. Clear? Let this angle be equals to 5. This angle is 5. Now how to solve this? First of all, given triangle ABC. Second thing, given angle 1 equals to angle 2 and angle 3 equals to angle 4. It is given. Now to prove, what you have to prove? You have to prove that angle BOC equals to 1.5 of angle BOC equals to 90 minus 1.5 of angle A. BAC, either angle A or BAC, you can write anything. Okay, because angle A is also BAC. Now if we convert this into the numeric, BOC is angle 5. Angle 5 equals to 90 minus